Hi, good afternoon. Long time
Hello.
no see.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How
We
have you
had
been?
a session on 9 of Jan and today is I think 28.
Yes, it's been a
It's been
while.
long time.
Yes, it's been 2 weeks, I think, over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, how's it going for you and how is everything at your end?
Yeah, everything's fine actually. Everything is good about my
Okay,
English language. Day by day my confidence level is going up. I'm
that's
very
very good to know.
confident now. Yeah.
Good to know. So, did you
Uh,
book any sessions in between on clapingo?
yeah. And the another thing is I'm working on my vocab. That was the main issue with me
Mm-hmm.
because now I'm able to talk with anyone. But the
Good.
main issue that I was learning a lot of words and I was not able to use in my
Mm.
conversation. But day by day, when I'm working on these things, now
Yes,
I can say to you that now it's working.
great, great. That is something, learning vocabulary is one thing, but then ensuring that whenever the right situation arises and you are able to use that vocabulary is something
Mm,
which is very important. And it takes
exactly.
time. It's not that every day you will get a lot of situations where you can use all the words that you have learned.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't find anyone to talk to or any such situation. Sometimes you have a lot of such situations where you can use the newly learned vocabulary. Good.
Yeah.
But I'm good. It's happy to know that it's working. Just give it more time and continue your
Exactly.
sustained practice. Okay,
uh, I
that is very
always
important.
uh, I always get a lot of words in my clapping notes, so
Yes,
I learn all those words. But I
good.
don't demotivate myself that if I learn all the words that I have to use now because it's very
Obviously,
difficult. I just
right.
use one and two words, and I just try to recall all the words continuously,
Correct.
and so I'm just
Remember,
working on these
remember,
things.
Mantasha, that in improving in your pursuit to improve fluency, quality is much more important than quantity. I mean, learning maximum number of words and then not being able to use any is not our objective. So learn
Exactly.
2 3 words fully. I mean, you know the meaning, how
Mm.
they can be used in a sentence. Third is the context where you can use the word. All these three aspects should be very clear. Let it be 5 words only. So
Yeah.
quality is important. You should have full knowledge about those 5 words and not just
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and what is happening with me that like if I learn 10 words and I'm
Hmm.
unable to use 10 words in my conversation, but
Hmm.
when I'm reading something, so it is also helping me that
Exactly.
instantly I know the meaning
Meaning.
of the word.
Exactly. See, it is quite obvious that you will not be able to use not forget about 10 words, even 5 words that you learn because they are to be used in different contexts. So how is it possible that you will be able to use all 5 words in the same situation? It's not possible at all. But
Exactly.
uh, the fact that you know the meaning, and if someone else uses those words in some other context, or if you read like
Mm,
you're already experiencing it,
mm,
that if you read the word, you are now in a better position to understand the whole context because you know the meaning of the word. So that is something that is also useful. Good. So any new
exactly.
word, any couple of words that you can share that you have recently learned?
Yeah, that is squander, lavish,
Squander.
luxurious. Yeah, splurge. Or recently, I have learned. But a word that was actually that is I was really unable to understand the meaning. That is misinterpretation. I think this is something like a misunderstanding, or I
Hmm.
don't know. I was
It's
searching
close
on
to, yes.
Google, but I did get the particular meaning of that word.
Right. To misinterpret is the meaning of to misinterpret, or the meaning of misinterpretation is close to the meaning of,
Mm,
is quite similar to the meaning of understanding. Lack of understanding. That
mm,
is, I mean, when you are when you are not understanding certain things, you will be misinterpreting them,
no.
misinterpreting them. So the meaning is close to misunderstanding, just that
Okay.
misinterpretation is a more formal way,
Mm,
a formal term
mm.
to use when you want to say misunderstanding. So,
Misunderstand.
yes,
Yeah.
misunderstanding is more colloquial or casual. For instance, I
Mhm,
can simply use it among my friends to say that you are misunderstanding me, or he
mhm,
past tense, he misunderstood me.
mhm.
Misinterpretation would be is to be used in a more formal context. It is also used, one more thing, one more major difference between the two is that Misinterpretation is also used when we are talking about someone reading
Mhm.
something written. Okay, if there is written data, written information, and someone is reading it, and they
Mhm.
are taking it in the wrong context, understanding it in the wrong context or in a wrong
Mhm.
way. That is
Mhm.
misinterpretation.
Mhm.
Misunderstood or
Mhm.
misunderstanding is usually for spoken words.
Spoken, it's
Yes.
okay.
For written, so misinterpretation that way, in the sense,
Mhm.
in from the perspective of its meaning,
Mhm.
misinterpretation is wider in scope. It
Okay.
includes both written words being misunderstood and
Mhm.
spoken words being misunderstood. Whereas
Okay.
misunderstanding is only for spoken words. That's the major
Thank you.
difference between the two. Right.
Thank you for this, because last night I was really I was not understanding that meaning,
Struggling.
so I was struggling with that.
So it, they are very close to
Mhm.
close to each other in terms of meaning. They can be used synonymously also, in place
Oh,
of each other. But there's
okay.
a slight difference, however. I just pointed out the difference. One is more casual, colloquial.
Mm-hmm.
The other is more formal. And the second one, misinterpretation, is to be used for both written. So if you're reading a book, for instance, the writer has written that book with some intention,
Mm-hmm.
some objective, and you read that book and you understand it in a different manner. So written.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
any form of written literature
That
can
is misinterpretation. Yeah.
be right. All right. So you were sharing some words, okay, with
Yeah.
me. The
The
squander,
squander or
splurge.
splurge or luxurious or lavish, and
What do you
it's
think is the common thread running through these words? Squander,
splendor.
splurge.
Mm.
Yes. Uh,
Like I can make sentence with that squander, that
okay.
teenagers should not squander their opportunities at the young age. So this
Okay.
is a basic example to learn this word actually.
So
Or
what does squander mean? Can you use a simpler word in its place? Of course, squander is
like
sort of
lose,
yes.
like
Use,
lose.
or maybe explain the meaning of squander in
Yeah.
simple terms, simple words. Squander. So teenagers should not squander
Mm-hmm.
opportunities at a young age, or should not
Mm-hmm.
generally squander opportunities
Mm-hmm.
that come their way.
Yeah.
Squander is to basically to, what does it mean?
To lose the money actually. I was learning from the
No, but then in this sentence, which is
mm-hmm.
correct, actually,
Mm-hmm.
it is
Yeah.
correctly used in this sentence. We are not really talking about only losing money, not
Mm-hmm.
to lose opportunities, because that's what
Mm-hmm.
the sentence says. Teenagers should not squander the
Mm-hmm.
opportunities that come their way, come
Yeah.
by their way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So squander is to waste, is to let something go by simply without putting in the right efforts.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be money, it could be opportunities, it could be time also, any sort of resources.
Yeah, yeah. So I can make another one sentence that when I had no smartphone and when I did know about the clappingo, I was squandering my opportunities to learn English language.
Squandering your opportunities, time,
Yeah,
squandering your time away.
yeah.
Correct. So yes, squander is to waste basically without
Mm-hmm.
to waste something, especially resource. Okay, so that could be
Mm-hmm.
money, opportunity. What
Mm-hmm.
about splurge? To splurge.
Splurge. Splurge is also to show off something,
So
to
pronounce it
win.
correctly. It's splurge.
Splurge, splurge. But R was silent when I was searching on
Right. So
Google.
when you say it fast, okay, it's no, it's not completely silent. So there is
Mm-hmm.
less emphasis on it. So it's splurge,
Mm-hmm.
splurge.
Splurge,
So a very
splurge.
light, yes, a very light R sound, but
R sound.
it's
Okay.
not splurge, splurge. No, right? So
Splurge.
yes, very light.
Okay.
It is neither splurge
Mm-hmm.
nor is it splurge. It's splurge, splurge. Okay? So the emphasis is on splur, the first syllable, splurge, splurge. Okay, what does it mean? And
It
how do you
means
put it in a sentence?
to show off. I want to splurge on a dress, a new fancy dress, something like that.
Splurge, it doesn't mean to show off. Splurge means to, but the
Mm-hmm.
sentence usage is correct. I mean, the word
Mm-hmm.
usage is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Splurge is to, it is mostly used. I don't think it is used in any other kind, with reference to any other resource. It's to be only used with reference to money.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're splurging on certain items, okay, and you will be using the preposition on with
Mm-hmm.
splurge. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I splurged on my new shoes. Splurge
Okay.
on. That means I spent a lot of money, more than expected.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe, completely, the entire budget was exhausted, when I spend money on on these
Mm-hmm.
shoes. So I splurged a lot on my holiday in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
To splurge a lot on. Okay, do not forget to use the preposition on.
Okay.
To splurge is it to spend, it's not to show off. Yes, by splurging you show off, but to splurge per se is to spend a
Mm-hmm.
lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
To be extravagant. Have you come across this word?
Yeah,
Extravagant.
it's extravagant. Yeah,
Someone who is extravagant, spender,
like
and
fizul kharchi.
hmm, uh, someone who is an extravagant spender is a splurger. You can use it for a person also. She is such
Okay.
a
Mm. She is such a splurger.
or she is such an extravagant spender.
Mhm.
It's about money basically. See, the big
Okay.
difference between the first two words, the previous word
Mhm.
vocabulary which we learned, which you said was to squander.
Squander.
Squander is to waste, and that wastage can be anything in the form of money, opportunity,
Mhm.
time. But
Time.
splurge is specifically for money.
Only for money. Yeah.
You don't splurge on opportunities.
Opportunity and on time.
Right. You when you are talking about splurging, you're only referring to spending a lot of money only, nothing else.
Okay. Okay.
By spending a lot of time with someone, you have not splurged your time on someone, but you
Mm.
may have splurged money on food, on also on it could be on a certain person also, but it's about money, spending a lot of money. Okay. All right. Any other term? So you're getting the difference, right? Just
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
the basic difference between the words because
Mm.
they all are about spending. That's the common thread I was
Mm.
asking you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To squander is to spend only, but in a wasteful manner.
Mm-hmm.
To
And
splurge or okay,
splurge. Yeah. And to splurge like for only money,
yeah. In fact, it
not
is
for,
to overspend.
yeah, overspend.
Overspend your money on certain things.
Okay. Very basic difference in between those words.
That's
That's
what I
always,
pointed out.
yeah.
Good. So you can rewatch this video also, Mantasha,
Okay.
for you to remember and recall next time when you have these
Okay.
situations, and you can use those words correctly. To splurge
But
is to overspend.
I think after the session I should make some sentences with this splurge and this squander
Please,
that that will be more good, I think.
it will be even better. No, so Mantasha, be careful. It's not. It's never more good. It's
More
better.
good. Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
People make this
Good,
mistake a
better,
lot
best.
actually.
Yeah.
More bigger, more
Yeah.
shorter. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these words are already in the comparative this one.
Exactly.
And for good, it is good, better, and the third
And
superlative
best.
better, best. What about bad?
Bad was and worst.
Very good. Bad, worse. She is worse than I thought. So comparison. She is
Yeah.
worse,
Comparison. Yeah.
and
I
her
yeah.
handwriting is the worst. The worst.
Mhm.
Superlative. Okay.
Yeah. I
Right.
know
Good.
this, but when it comes to speaking,
That's
it I always make mistake with
that's
these
okay. But
little things.
You're improving, and it's good that you're
Exactly.
learning new words also.
Yeah.
Okay. So with regard to spending, let's talk about some
Hmm.
idioms. Have
Okay.
you read some idioms? Okay.
No.
So like I said, she to
Mhm.
describe someone who splurges a lot, you can say
Mhm.
she's such a splurger, or she is
Mhm.
such an extravagant spender.
Mhm.
She's such an extravagant spender. What about someone who thinks a lot? It's just the opposite. Thinks a lot before spending money. They wouldn't even spend for sometimes for necessary things also. That kind of person is called as spending. Okay, only spending money, not opportunities and time.
So that person would be, I don't know.
Okay, so
Because
that person would be a stingy person.
stingy.
She is very stingy.
A person who don't spend money. So yeah, knew about it, but I thought you were saying that a person who spend a lot of
No, no.
money.
So a lot is someone who is a splurger.
Splurger. And
Opposite is stingy.
opposite is stingy. Stingy and miser.
Miser, yes. Miser,
Hmm.
stingy. Yes, miser is a slightly broader term. For
Hmm.
instance, miser could be someone who doesn't like to share their this one also things, not
Yeah.
necessarily spending, but a miser person would be, suppose you get invited to a to the house of a person who is a miser, they will
Hmm.
serve you small portions only. I mean, they
Hmm.
don't like to part away with things very easily. But when you talk about a stingy person, it's
Hmm.
their spending habit. Just like a
Okay.
splurger, it's only about their spending habit. Okay, so that's a major difference. Misers can be used in other contexts also in terms of their eating habits.
Hmm.
But yeah, miser usually relates to spending. He's a very miser. He's such a miser. He's such
Okay.
a stingy person.
Hmm.
Stingy is something you can remember. What about, okay, so another one which you can, another idiom which comes to my mind in terms of spending a lot of money on something. It's an
Hmm.
idiom, it's not a word.
Hmm.
So you can say that I spend on this bag. So if I ask you, so Mantasha, nice bag. Where did you, or how much did you spend on this? So you can simply say, it
Hmm.
costed me,
Hmm.
the bag costed me an arm and a leg,
An arm in the leg.
an arm,
An arm
and
and
a leg.
a leg. Okay. And
Costed me an arm and a leg, which
okay.
it means that it costed me a lot of money.
Okay. A lot of
It
money.
costed me an arm and
And
don't ask. It costed me an arm and a leg.
okay. An arm and the leg. Okay.
Right?
This is a new one.
Right, arm and a leg. Uh, it costed me a fortune. Same
Uh,
meaning. It
Okay.
costed me a fortune.
It costed me a fortune.
Now see, Mantasha, take
Hmm.
note of the structure of this particular idiom. You are using the past tense of the main verb, costed. You're not say, even though you're talking in the present, your friend
Hmm.
is asking you about the back in the present
Hmm.
tense. So you can say, it cost me an arm. No. You'll say, it costed
It
me.
costed me.
Why?
Yeah.
Because we are talking about something which you have already bought.
Okay.
So you use the past tense. It costed me an arm and a leg. It costed me a fortune. So
Okay.
you use the past tense of the main verb.
It costed me
And
an arm and a leg.
it
Okay.
costed me an arm and a leg. And that, and
An arm and
see,
a
one
leg.
more thing, Mantasha, so when you're
Yeah.
using idioms in a sentence, you need not explain it, anything else. As soon
Yeah.
as you say it costed me an arm and a leg, or
Hmm.
it costed me a fortune, okay, immediately it means that the bag is very expensive. So you need not
Hmm.
again say it costed me an arm and a leg. It's very
Hmm.
expensive. Not
Hmm.
needed because automatically it means that the thing is very expensive. You
Okay.
splurged on it.
Okay.
It costed me an arm and a leg. It costed me a fortune. Number
A
two.
fortune. Okay.
And in both the cases, costed.
Hmm.
Okay.
Costed.
Third idiom. Um, I had to pay through
Hmm.
my nose. I had to pay through my nose for this. Through
Through
your
my
nose.
nose.
Through
To
my
my
nose.
nose. Okay.
If I ask you, how much did you pay for this? Don't
Hmm.
ask. I had to pay through my nose for this. That
I
means
had
I
to
had
pay
to
through my nose.
lot of
Okay.
money again, much more than what I had expected to.
Okay.
All three of them mean the same. Spending more than expected.
Don't ask me. I had to through my nose.
Uh, so don't ask. Don't say don't ask me. Don't ask. Okay,
Hmm.
don't ask.
Don't ask.
I had to pay through
I
my
had
nose.
through my nose. I had to pay through my nose. Okay.
I had to pay through my nose for this.
Okay.
Right? Three idioms.
This. Yeah.
Right. You can again, Mantasha, you can rewatch the video and quickly note down the idioms so that
Okay.
you can use because all three of them, the context is the same. So you can use them
Hmm.
interchangeably, whatever comes to your mind. So what was
Okay.
the first one?
And arm and the leg.
Put it in a
And
sentence.
yeah.
Suppose I
Uh,
ask you, wow, nice talk, Mantasha. How much did it cost you?
don't ask. It and don't ask. Uh,
It costed me.
it yeah. Don't ask. It costed me an arm and the leg.
Uh, yes, very good. It costed me an arm and a leg,
An arm and a leg.
not the.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. An
It
arm
it
and
it costed me an arm and a leg. Don't
it
ask.
costed me an arm and a leg. Okay.
Um, Second one.
Second one was, I don't remember that one.
Okay, okay.
I have
Second
to
one,
watch again the video.
right, right. In fact, even I can't recall, but yeah. So we'll look at. It costed me it costed me a fortune. Just remember, it costed. So you
It
have two
costed.
idioms with it. You have
Okay.
two idioms with it. It costed me an arm and a leg.
It,
It costed
yeah.
me a fortune.
A fortune. I'm writing. I'm fortune. Okay.
The sentence, the usage would be the same. Don't ask. It costed me a fortune.
Don't ask.
Right,
It costed me a fortune.
right.
Okay.
Third one
Yeah.
is don't
Uh,
ask.
don't ask. It costed to through my nose.
No, no, it costed. No, no. So in the third one, you will not use it costed at all. What are you
Mm-hmm.
saying is,
Mm-hmm.
don't ask. I had
Mm-hmm.
to pay through
I
my.
had to pay. Yeah, I had to pay. Okay.
I had to pay through my nose for this.
Through my nose. Don't ask. I had to pay through my nose.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. With practice, you will the words would fit into your mind. They will
Okay.
easily come to you. But see, using idioms is a very smart way to. It's a smart way to have a conversation. You did not say don't ask. It costed me a lot of money. All
Mm.
those things you can do away with just by saying it costed me an arm and a leg.
Okay.
It makes you sound smarter. Right. Right. Okay. Good. So what else? What are your plans for the rest of the day?
After the session, I think I will go outside just to hang out with my friend. Today is just new for me because I really don't like to go outside and just to hang out with my friends. It's just a boring thing for me actually.
Okay. Okay. So
But
today you are
after,
planning to
yeah,
meet
planning to
something
meet
different.
yeah, something different. And might be I will cook something special to my family. First of all lunch, and then at evening,
Do
in
you
evening,
do you cook as well?
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
nice. Good.
uh,
So, so,
Actually,
so
this is my work. That's why I always cook.
okay, that's your duty.
Yeah.
Very nice. But then, good thing that you enjoy cooking. Whatever you enjoy, you should pursue.
Yeah.
Normally, okay. So, Mantasha, just quickly let me point it out to you that
Mm,
when you talk about going out, you
mhm,
ideally should not say going outside. What's the
mm.
difference between out and outside?
Outside means like when we talk about like outside area, that is
Hmm.
something.
Outside is more specific.
Okay.
If I can say that Mantasha, please come and meet me here. I'm
Mm,
outside my house. That means
mm.
there's a location.
Yeah, yeah.
My house is here. I'm outside my house. But what you
Mm,
said was I'm going out. So you should use out. Out can be anywhere, not necessarily
mm,
outside your house in a specific area. You can say
mm.
that today I have plans to go out with my friend, not outside. You will
Okay.
say outside when you are specific. Please go and play outside.
Okay.
You can say, please go and play out also. It's not wrong. But in this case, with your friends, you are going out and not outside. Outside is
Mm-hmm.
specific area.
Specific. When we know the place, like
Yes,
where we will go.
yes.
So now I don't know where we will go. So I should say like where we will go out.
We will go out. I'm planning to go out with my friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. So Mantesh, I think we are heading towards the end of the session. So I hope you got
Yeah.
to learn something idioms okay,
Yeah.
in this
And
session.
definitely I will watch again this session.
Please do. And I'm very happy that you are liking your journey here. You're getting to learn. Make sure you're speaking more and more. And how were the sessions, the few sessions that you booked previously, like from the last time we spoke, and
Mhm.
in between you must have booked sessions on clappingo. So
Yeah.
what kind of feedback did you receive, if you can recall a
Uh,
little bit?
one day when I was suffering from fever, so I on that day I was totally unable to speak a single line. But anyhow,
Oh,
I had to perform. So the tutor was saying that you are totally unable to speak, like you are not making some structure correctly or with preposition.
mm,
So I didn't mind for that because I know what was the situation at that time. But and the rest of the tutor was saying that is some preposition mistake
mm,
and need to improve my vocab.
vocabulary. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Good that you take things in the right way. Do not mind. Sometimes what happens is that there are situations we also know. Like sometimes we tutors also are not well, or we are
Yeah.
traveling. So the learner may feel that the tutor is not very good. She is.
Yeah.
That we should not make such judgments ideally, but we all tutors are very good here. That you don't worry. We are quite qualified to help you, and I'm glad that you are mature enough to not really mind every small thing sometimes. Good. So that will really help you. So you can, my feedback for you is the same. You can work on
Okay.
vocabulary and take note of these idioms. They're very common idioms. So you will be
Okay.
coming across situations where you can use them. Okay, for
Okay.
sure. Next time, maybe we can work on another set of idioms relating to some other situation. For
Okay.
instance, if you have to describe the personality of a person,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
normally we say she is very good, she is very
Mm-hmm.
friendly. So these are
Mm-hmm.
adjectives: friendly, good, whatever. We can use idioms to describe a person. So you can maybe read up a little bit, and I can share my own from my own stock, okay, a few
Okay.
idioms. That would be great. But otherwise, I think you are enjoying your time here. I'm also happy to interact with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, there should, I'm sure there will be improvement. And you are
Okay.
improving actually already. You are speaking quite a bit. Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you again, Mantasha. Good to see you.
Okay.
Take care of
Okay.
your health. Bye.
Okay. Bye.